Welcome to Life, Health, Motivate podcast. Hi, my name is Emmanuel Omallao. I'm a lab technical manager in a hospital and also a bodybuilder. This is my life's journey.
Bossing Eman, welcome sa ating
Thank you.
Episode 3. Ikaw ang aking napili sa bagong taon. Happy New Year din pala.
Thank you sa pag-invite, man.
Welcome.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you sa pag-accept ng aking invitation dahil yung nakita ko yung mga journey mo nung sa Facebook pa lang yung mga si Yob, yung sinabi niya na third place sa natural bodybuilding. So I was like interesadong kunin ko yung life journey mo, yung intake mo. So, kaya ito tayo ngayon. So,
shout out kay Yob.
Shout out. Kay Bayaw. So, gusto ko malaman yung childhood memory mo sa Pinas.
Childhood memory ko. So, pinanganak ako sa Pinas, Caloocan.
Saan sa Caloocan?
Sa Caloocan, boundary ng Bulacan, close to Fairview.
Okay, kasi malapit din kami doon.
Talaga?
Novaliches kami.
Oh, wait, taga doon kuya ko. No, my brother's from Novaliches. Yeah, he lives there. Yeah, so it's like 20-30 minutes drive where I live in Novaliches. We could have done this in Philippines, bro.
Yeah, sige, go. Continue.
So, when I was 6, my mom moved to Ireland. Being the youngest out of 6 siblings, it was very tough on me. You know, there was such a huge 6 of us, and there was such a huge gap between me and my next sibling too, almost 5 years.
Okay.
So it was harder for me to bond with them during this time.
Mama's boy?
Yeah,
okay.
As a boy. So I was quite rebellious growing up. Yeah. I was quite rebellious. To the point that they had no choice but to bring me here, bro. I think I was around 12 or 13, always at the guidance office, getting in trouble most of the time. In Philippines still.
Okay.
Yeah. The whole primary school was just kind of me struggling, but not knowing that I was struggling during that time, because at that age you don't really know you don't really know what you're going through exactly. You don't have any guidance.
So you were lost when you were young?
I was very lost. So to the point that what time do you finish in school in primary? 3 p.m. I wouldn't be home till 10 p.m. man. That's mostly every weekdays. My allowance would get cut off with my sister because, without money, you can't really stay out.
You can really survive.
No, you have to go home eventually without money. Tapos, my dad was there. But, as your typical Filipino dad, they're not really as, they're there physically and, but they're not really, they don't really know what's happening too around that age when a young boy like this kind of just misguided or just lost in a sense. But my dad tried his best.
Oh, so nandun pa rin siya
nasa Pinas pa rin siya. He was nasa Pinas pa rin siya. Up until I was 12, then he went to Ireland. So that's
well.
Yeah, and most of my siblings around that time.
Where are they now? Are they
mostly Philippines, 2 of them, 2 in Australia, 1 in UK.
So,
but during this time, we were all still in Philippines,
Okay,
yeah.
Jeez.
But it was a difficult time looking back.
Yeah.
Looking back, and then maybe looking at this young boy from another perspective. You just kind of want to hug him, You just want to You just want to tell him that everything will be okay.
Yeah. But back then you were like,
oh no, I was a rebellious little child, and
Only you or your other siblings?
No, just mostly me. Yeah. My childhood was rough. So they decided that I probably wouldn't finish school if I stayed in Philippines. So they got me over. So from that childhood, to here,
Yeah.
then you feel like you feel the culture shock.
Oh yeah,
You know,
definitely.
because you would have established friends in
Yeah.
Philippines at around 12.
Yeah.
You're right. You would
Yeah,
have
yeah.
had your culture.
Yeah,
you would have
your friends and everything.
yeah.
But
And then you come to Ireland and
like
then you start from scratch. You
yeah,
know.
you didn't know Ireland back then,
No.
so
Mm.
you were like really shocked.
Yeah, language barrier was
Yeah,
there
exactly.
too. So, from that time, I was glad that my parents were around me at this time.
Okay.
But finished secondary school,
Mm-hmm.
then college, not knowing what to do in college. I think people go through that
Yeah,
all the
everybody
time.
say.
You get to decide what you want to be for the rest of your life at
Yeah.
age 18.
Yeah, that's
Which is like
way
you've
too,
never
way
had
too
any
soon.
you've never had any experience
No.
of life whatsoever.
No.
So took a science course, DNA and forensic,
Okay.
finished that. But I think the character development only started when I was on my last year of college.
Okay.
After going through a rough breakup, 4 years. 21 or 22, that's when that's when I realized that, oh, no one's gonna save me. My parents are here,
Yeah.
but they won't be around for
No.
too long, realistically. No one's gonna save ourselves but us. So a complete shift in the mindset
You
from
flipped.
being this lazy child that would just, I literally, back in school, I'd do the minimum requirements just to pass. Always. Primary school, secondary school. And I'm just lucky that I actually passed, you know? Minimum requirements. Back in college, I'd used to calculate the amount of absence that you can take from
Yeah.
each courses. So they'd say 70%. So we'll have 10 classes. So I can miss 3 then.
Okay. You're lucky.
So you know, I was
Yeah.
very just mediocre.
So
But decent enough grades for someone who don't
So,
study.
pumunta ka rito ng nung edad? 12? Was it 12?
13, yeah.
13.
13.
Then what year were you in?
First
First
year.
year.
Yeah.
So from then to high school, you
To
were like,
leaving, sorry, yeah.
were you struggling?
Pretty much, I think, yeah.
But
But
you-
I had such a good coping mechanism with gaming
Okay.
that I was really
So that was your-
competitive.
yeah.
And I was really competitive, and I poured my heart and soul in gaming around that, to the point that
I say that time was mostly people, young kids, mostly gaming.
yes.
So it was like
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, yeah. But I get very competitive in everything I do. So I got to the point that in college I used to compete for
Yeah.
my college, you know,
Senior
in
nature.
League of Legends.
Yo,
yeah. Yeah.
So that was your.
It's bad, man. It was bad, and then they require you to practice 3-4 hours a day. You know,
It's
so I'm like,
a-
oh, this is not
it's
good.
like a part-time job.
No, it's not. You
That was
just,
like I know.
you just wear the name of the college, and then you don't get paid, and you know.
Shit.
But you just joined tournaments and you played other colleges. But
Yeah.
it was in this is bad, and that's when I realized, oh God, I don't like it when it's forced on you.
Yeah. That's it.
So yun. Life here was challenging too.
Yeah.
Not as challenging as when I was
When
I
you were
was
young.
very young.
Yeah.
Because then at least here I would have my food ready. I'd have my parents taking care of me. And when I was younger, I had to wake up myself. Sometimes, man, I learned how to take the bus and go to my own GP with my asthma at age 8 or 9.
So you were on your own,
I was on my own, yeah.
basically. Yeah.
And that's one of the main reasons why they wanted me to spend the rest of my life here with my parents, because you don't want your youngest sibling
Yeah.
to
Exactly.
fending his own.
So both of your parents is here.
I'm not anymore. They're retired now.
Oh, they're sorry. Oh, back home.
Back home now.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
So it's just you and that's it.
It's just me now. Yeah, basically. Yeah.
So how do you deal with it now?
Um.
Kasi sabi mo kanina, you want your parents beside you, and then now
Mhm.
they're back home and you're alone again.
Mhm. to be honest, I wanted him to retire even earlier than 2 years ago. That development that I gone through when I was 22, it really shaped me, man. It really made me realize the true values of who I want to become, the values that I want to have when I'm older, the values that I want to pass on to my kids, and most importantly that I found my purpose somewhat, you know. That's when I found the gym, gave me a strict rules, gave me strict schedule.
More disciplined.
More discipline. Gym does not solve your life problems, but it gives you the tools.
Yeah. Okay.
It gives you the tools. You then realize that everything worth gaining takes time, and it takes work,
Patience.
and consistency, determination, and you can apply that with everything, you know. You can apply that academically in your career. You're not given things that you don't deserve, basically. So yeah. Just because I was very lazy, you know.
Okay.
I was very lazy, and then I found this, and then if you can transfer the skills that you learn from fitness into life, it'll be very advantageous for you.
You can
in the long
pick
run.
up something from it.
But some people even notice, or even younger people, go into this for the wrong reasons, and then
Do the
they
opposite.
don't ever transfer their skills or their knowledge, and all the reasons are all shallow or external, you know, which I guess it's not too bad, because I know, as long as it helps you start that journey, that first motivation, that, you know, I just want to get more girls, I just want to attract more people, I just want to prove them wrong. It's not too bad, but long run, it should teach you way more than that.
Different lessons sa kanila eh. Sa'yo, more on life.
That was, oo nga. Pero that was my first kind of reasons too, you know. I think most people, they just hated themselves. They just didn't want to be themselves. That's why they get into fitness, and they want to transform
they want
themselves.
That escape.
Yeah, they want to escape.
Yeah.
And
you
over
took
time,
it differently.
and over time,
Yeah.
that changes to something.
The more growth.
You're more authentic on why you're actually doing this, not because you want to prove everyone wrong, but you want to prove yourself right instead.
Na-mention mo, meron kong anak. Is baby boy or baby girl?
Baby boy.
How old is
9 months.
9 months.
So happy.
Yeah. How
So happy. Very inspiring.
How did you take that?
Life-changing.
Life-changing?
Very life-changing. I told you earlier, you might think that you've been in love before, you know, with the past girlfriend or whatever, your current girlfriend or your wife.
Yeah.
And then you look at your baby, and then, damn,
It's
this
a whole
another
different
feeling.
Meaning, yeah.
It's like another push to be better. That's how I see it.
It's different motivation for yourself.
Different motivation, yeah. And this is someone that you can shape and mold and guide.
Yeah.
This is someone that you can prevent this baby, this person, to go through the same trauma and same hardship that you've gone through when you were young. And then just the whole concept of, you know, passing your basically your whole sense of being, your wisdom, your experience, your knowledge, the lessons that you've learned to someone.
You want him to avoid that?
100% avoid that, but also I want him to make his own mistakes.
Oh yeah, definitely. Mistakes makes you stronger.
Mistakes and failures are a part of life. The sooner people realize that, the better. If you're not failing, you're not trying. So, and I'm pretty sure every successful people have failed so many times. And I've failed so many times. You just don't see it on social media, bro.
We just see the success.
Yeah.
But we don't see the
No, you don't see the amount of
failures.
hours, the sleepless night, Yeah. So yeah,
You're
just
happy.
life changing, man.
Yeah. So
Very life changing, and yeah, I love them in
it's
all my
different when
life.
it's your child. You can hold it like
Yeah,
you caress it like everything. It's different feeling than
when they're sleeping on your chest.
Yeah. Even my
You can relate.
my daughter,
Mm.
she wants to sleep on my armpit, like head over here. Like, it's heartwarming.
It is, yeah.
So it's
I
great.
know. Yeah. People with no kids won't realize that until they have kids, and they look at kids as expenses and liability. And I've heard someone say this, but having kids, they can easily describe the negative feelings that they have, such as what we just described, the expenses, the liability, the hard work it takes to raise a kid. But no one really describes the positive feeling just because it's undescribable. Do you know what I mean? There's no words for it.
I can relate to that.
Yeah, there's no words for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great. Paano mo di-describe naman yung line of work mo? How do you connect that to your life?
So,
But,
I didn't know what I was...
bago mo sagutin, pinag-isipan mo ba in ang pag-aralan? Or
No.
you just
No, I
came
just
up
happened
you?
to stumble on it. And I didn't know that healthcare would be a profession that I'd like to be in.
Yeah.
But most of my siblings were nurses.
Okay.
My mom is a nurse. So, and the fact that the hospital is so close to where I live.
Okay.
So, it's my first professional job after college. And having this patient interactions and serving people and knowing that you're helping them improve their life.
Yeah.
And the compassion it takes for that. I fell in love with my job at first instance. It's challenging. There's some science into it, which, you're
interested in.
I'm interested in. But I think the biggest factor for me liking my job and is the human factor. It's a different feeling when you're focused in serving other people.
You get more satisfaction.
Reward.
Rewards.
Yeah.
It's more rewarding.
And the gratitude that they show you. And so you get to experience this every day, every time I go to work. And then I get to be creative, and with my job now, it requires me to problem solve a lot and improve the service, the department, and look for ways to increase the quality of service that we provide. But also it's quite technical too. So it's everything that I like packed in one job. But I think that also the job, the reward that I get from the job also can be linked to what I do outside the job too. There have been a couple of instances, especially during my prep, that people come up to me saying, "Oh my God, I've seen your work here every time, and you're just laser focused in the gym, and I just want to be, I want to have that same drive. I want to be like you. I want to be so disciplined like you." Knowing that subconsciously you're inspiring people. This was not my intention, man. I just like working out, I just like working out. But you get that too from the two aspects of my life, from work and then gym. Yeah. And you make a lot of friends this way, and then knowing that young people is getting inspired by you, which when I was younger, I needed someone to inspire me.
Yeah, now you're inspiring others.
Exactly. And I still remember the first guy that I looked up to in my first gym. And I still remember him. I'd never had the courage to say it to him. Never had the courage. and then I haven't seen him for like 6 years. And after my show, I saw him in my local gym, my other gym now, my new gym now. And I just, I had the courage. Man, you actually inspired me. Just the way you work and the way you get in there with a strict schedule, and in and out, just you and yourself get your work done, and then it's funny how the cycle of yeah.
So, na-mention mo yung bodybuilding. And you also mentioned na nag-compete ka, right? How unhealthy or healthy ang bodybuilding for you?
Bodybuilding is so extreme, man. Competitive bodybuilding is extreme. It's not sustainable. It's not. That's why I took a long break from it. My last show was 2020. My first and last show was 2023.
Okay.
Now it's been 2026 now, so I took like
That was after COVID or during COVID?
After 2023. Yeah. So I took a long break, finished my college, and now I'm planning to do it again. You have to have that rest periods. You have to have that improvement period. I don't know if there's probably only a few people that gone through 6% body fat. You can't function. When you have to work, I had to take annual leave 1 week beforehand, but I was already dying 2-3 weeks before, man.
Really?
I was dying.
So it's
I was
struggle
not
then.
functioning in work. They tell a joke, it takes me 10 seconds to laugh and absorb the joke.
So it's like 10% body fat is
No, 10% is okay. 10%
but
is doable.
below
That's
that
like a
is-
beach body,
yeah. But
You know,
below that
and it
is-
looks good, and then it could be sustainable.
Yeah.
10% is for a lot of people.
But still it's gonna be hard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You have to put in your cardio. You have to get in the right amount of food.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got down to 6%.
But below that is extreme.
You get to be so obsessed with your food. You track everything.
Yeah.
Sauces, right?
Every little details.
Every little details. You need the oil spray. You can't just
yeah.
put oil in a spoon
Yeah.
or chuck it in the pan.
Yeah.
That doesn't work.
No.
You're limited with your carbohydrates. Heavy. At this time of the prep, if you're within 4 weeks out into the stage, you're doing so much cardio. You're so fatigued. You're inflamed. It's funny because I work in the hospital, and some of my nurses, were very concerned with the weight loss. But like, I was so driven, man.
Yeah. You want to do
I was so driven.
you were laser focused.
Motivation, and I was just so driven. I've never been driven like that in my life.
That was your first time.
Never. Yes, that's why I got around to that much body fat. And we still talk about it sometimes with the people who went there. And my coach, there were 148 competitors, and he was like, "You were probably one of the leanest and least body fat in that on that stage." It's crazy, but it comes with a toll. You don't time, right? Food, right? Quality time with people.
Yeah. So you basically you have to sacrifice a lot just to obtain that.
Yeah, when they're going out for restaurants, man, or when you're going to parties, you can't.
It's hard.
Nando's, you can't track this. Stop lying to me that Nando's drumstick is
Yeah.
400
It's on
calories.
the
It's not.
nutritional fact, but it's
No,
different.
it's not. You can never tell.
No.
No, you can't. So you have to bring your own food everywhere. That the time, the quality, and we can't go back in time. So our time is precious. So you have to sacrifice that. One more thing is, with so little fat that you have, there's no sex drive. There's no sex drive. I think that was gone like 1 month before the 4 weeks. Yeah, and it didn't come back until 1 month after the show too. Yeah, because after the show you can't really put so much food in you. You have to take it slow too. There's a recovery phase. Yeah, and your stomach is so small that you can't pump so much food every time. You just get sick. So yeah, that took a while to go back, which is annoying because then you look the leanest and the best you've ever been. And your girlfriend be so attractive to you, and that I don't know. I'm on survival mode, man. I don't have time to reproduce.
But you did it. You did it.
Yeah.
It took a while.
It took a while. Yeah, it took a while to go back. And also, I mentioned about the nurses that I work with. They took my bloods 2 months before the show, and then like 2 weeks before the show.
And what was the result?
And then a month after. And one of our doctors was very concerned of one of the results. So creatinine level is high, which is normal because I take creatine.
Yeah.
So creatinine is the metabolites for creatine. That's okay. But my ALT, it's a liver function, but basically ALT is a biomarker for inflammation, and it is a strong sign of liver failure, right? That was triple, man. That was triple. No. Yeah, it was on the red zone. I don't know if you ever seen blood results, but there's an acceptable range and there's a red zone, and mine was like a little bit above the red zone even. So it was very high. Yeah, they were quite concerned. Doesn't matter. I had one goal.
Yeah.
I had one goal. Yeah. No, nothing was gonna stop me at this point. 2 weeks out.
Yeah.
With my ALT level being that I don't care. I don't care. Oh yeah. But I did my research on that. ALT can also go up because it's an inflammatory biomarker. So it can also go up when you're not recovering enough, which I'm not. Because at this time you do your lift and then you do your cardio session of 70 minutes every day. There's no rest day here. So I'd still be working. So what I do sometimes, I'd split it. I'd wake up at 5:30. It's so hard to sleep anyway. I'd be getting 3 hours, 4 hours of sleep. It's so hard to sleep at this much. Your body is stressed during the night. So I'd be so tired after work. But you can only sleep like 3 hours. It's so annoying. You wake up starving. Yeah. So I still had to work, and I have to be on point with work too, because this is like patience we're talking about. Yeah.
So, how did you manage stress and recovery?
So, stress and recovery with that first show, I wasn't managing it well, I'd say.
The stress.
I was running solely on solely on motivation, solely on goal. Yeah. But looking back, there's a lot of ways you can manage it. Generally, I manage stress, no problem. And sometimes stress is ultimately my driving factor. I perform better under stress.
Okay.
Close to the deadline of a homework, or
What's
so I just perform better.
Yeah.
I always do. But now you have to realize that when things gets overwhelming in work, in your career, whatever it is, you can always compartmentalize that. You can always put it in the shelves. And not let it affect and spill onto your other aspect of your life. So I've been doing that a lot. That once you leave work, that's it. You don't think about work anymore. No.
You did it on your own. But how important yung mga family mo? Support nila your community. How they supported you and how did it take it?
Man, family and friends are so vital when you're going through stuff, when you're going through challenges. Tapos, um, having Filipino parents that are just so lovely and always there for you, you know? Um, there were so many times that that you just want to rest. You just want to rest, and you just want to, not do the things that you're supposed to do during that day. And then you look at your mom, tired and still doing what she does. You're like, oh, what am I doing, man? You get inspiration from your loved ones, especially from your parents, you know. Friends, they play a different role.
Okay.
There's a lot of things that you can, or that won't allow us, with the experiences that we had, to reach out to our parents, and that we'd rather reach out to our friends. You know, there's
100%.
just 100%. You can relate to that. So friends, having a core people of friends that are there for you. The quantity is not as important. Actually, the quantity goes down when you go on this development journey, the character development. It goes down. I think right now I have like handful, 3 close friends. That's about it.
But your closest one.
That
can help
that will
you.
be there for you.
Yeah.
One
no matter
phone
what.
call, they'll be there.
They play a different role.
Whereas then, when you weren't striving for something more, you would have so many friends. And you find out you don't have time for yourself anymore because you're saying yes to everything, right? So, naturally, it goes down. Pero sobrang importante, man. Family and friends, use them for support. Use them. Whatever support they can provide for you. And going through the bodybuilding prep, you actually figure out who's there for you or not. Because you're so cranky, man. You're so cranky during this time. You can't function properly. So the only people that would stick with you are the ones that actually likes you and want to be there with you, regardless of
Go through
what you are as a
anything.
person. It weeds out the friends that aren't really right for you.
Okay. Stay more tayo sa bodybuilding side. Then, may mga misconception. Okay. And gusto ko malaman sa opinion mo, yung pagdating sa bodybuilding, lahat ba gumagamit ng steroid?
No. I think majority of bodybuilding enthusiasts don't take steroids.
Okay.
But there are also a good few. And it's so hard to tell.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes some of them would be taking, but they look like they don't even work out. You know?
Okay.
But sometimes, which is what's happening now in social media and the fitness and bodybuilding industry, is they claim that they are natural but are taking, which is so harmful too, because you're giving this false hope, you're false expectation to anyone who's starting out, and then they're not achieving their dream or their dream physique in 1 year, which is impossible anyway. But like, how come the social media influencer achieved this in 2 years? So they keep comparing themselves, and they lose their belief in themselves and confidence, and so it's harmful in both ways. Natural people, natural bodybuilders, it takes such a long time for you to actually see the results. It takes a long time.
So if you start now, like you say you're a beginner, you start today. Let's say if you want to put on 5 kg of muscle,
Oh, good luck, bro.
how long would that
But
take?
you know what? Starting today is better than
Never.
starting next year.
Yeah.
Or today is the best option.
The start is the hardest.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Starting it as anything, it's so scary. you're scared, man. You know, you don't know what you're stepping yourself
Yeah,
into.
exactly.
Like in a gym full of these people, and you have in your head that people are on steroids and
Yeah.
angry all the time. No,
Grunting and
no,
everything.
gym is
Yeah.
is such a nice place. It's where people want to improve.
Yeah.
It's where people collectively and voluntarily go in there to improve themselves. You know, if you think about it that way, then people actually don't give a fuck. People, you know, if you make mistakes or if you do something
You
wrong,
do it again.
yeah, yeah, people won't judge you.
Yeah.
Um,
They might try to help you as well.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, those big guys that are scary, ask
Yeah.
them. They're so nice.
Yeah.
They're
They're
so
more
nice.
friendlier than the new ones. Right?
Exactly. No,
So-
exactly. Because they know that was also them.
Yeah.
You know,
When they were
when
beginning.
they were starting.
Yeah.
But like starting off, man, it depends on a lot of factors. Your genetics, your age. Age is not much of a factor. Your drive to get better. Pero if you start like at a teen to like early 20s, your testosterone are peaked.
True,
It's
true.
like the highest testosterone that you'll ever, and then you go for what, 6 months, 1 year. The amount of improvement you get for 1 year consistently training is unbelievable, man. I have my 1 year transformation photo, and you like this crazy. But during this time, when people first go to the gym, gusto lang nila mawala yung body fat. So they
Okay.
do a lot of cardio, you know. They just hated themselves looking in the mirror,
Yes.
which is so common.
Yeah.
You know, that's what pushed them to go in there.
Okay.
But if I could go back in time, I'd probably do it differently. Probably go for the,
Different
because I've
approach.
done so much cardio during my first year,
Yeah.
just for my abs to visibly
Show
show
up.
up. Yeah.
But-
and then show it off to people,
Yeah.
and then you realize, oh, shit,
It's
like,
different.
it's hard, but bro, feeling ko pagpapasok ka sa ganito, try not to think about the results too much, man.
Kasi yung iba gusto nila fast result.
No.
Fast, pumayat kagad,
Oo nga.
mawala yung body fats.
Oo nga.
So, but it takes, it could be
You know,
years.
your commitment,
Yeah.
you know,
Your discipline as well.
consistency, bro.
Consistency.
Tapos, yun nga, everything worth having, it takes time. Pag mabilis mong makuha, mabilis din mawawala sa'yo. So, for natural, man, I'm still not happy with my physique. Like, I've been 8 years. 8 years, man. 8 years.
Yeah, you'll be like looking at yourself on the mirror and
Yeah.
thinking you want to do more,
Yeah, just more.
change more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But for others,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. People are like,
10
oh,
out
wow.
of 10, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, wow. Yeah, no. Just not happy.
yeah.
But
always not happy.
it's a bad thing and a good thing, man.
Yeah.
You know. But I think it's a good thing when you're still at a competitive kind of mindset. You know, you can't ever be too happy, otherwise you don't progress.
Exactly.
Pero kailangan nila muna isipin yung enjoying the process itself. Kailangan may shift talaga sa sa pag-iisip mo para ma-enjoy mo yung process na hindi ka solely focus on the results. Pag nakuha mo yung ganong mindset, mag-i-stay ka long term. Tapos you're gonna surpass the results that you even wanted in the first place.
So, you'll be more happy. So, yun yung first misconception natin. Next one yung bodybuilding, hindi siya healthy. Inisip na laging, pag nagbuhat ka, para sa muscle lang yan, mga ganito.
Okay.
Which is,
Okay. I can see how that's misconception
Yeah.
too. Pero there are so many papers, man. Research published papers looking at the muscle mass and the mortality rate, and it significantly drops based on how much muscle you have. Muscles are so important. So with more muscles, you can regulate your blood sugar level more. Yeah, your insulin sensitivity. So when you eat carbs, which us Filipinos, man, we love them carbs. These carbs goes into the glycogen storage that our muscles have, and the more muscles you have, the more glycogen storage that you have. So that means you can store them more efficiently rather than it going to fat. So the more muscles that you have, mas mabilis ma-regulate yung blood sugar level mo. Helps with your daily functionalities, your strength, your balance, tapos not only that, but your physique, slimmer waist, you look slimmer in clothes, and then muscles also. If you have more muscles, you can eat more, because muscles at a resting period, like what we're doing now, it burns a lot more than fat. I think it burns 3 times more than fat. So that means your metabolic rate is increased. It's higher compared to someone. So I could be with someone here, and we'll both be 75 kilograms, and I could have a little more muscles than him. And by the time that we sat down for 2 hours doing the same activity, I would have burned more calories than him. I think that's one of the reasons why it got me started too. I just wanted to eat more, man.
Yeah. Because you eat more, you're more satisfied as well.
Yeah. You just wanted to eat more.
But
be careful what you ask for.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because people tend to forget that binge eating is like, it's dangerous as well.
No, yeah. Yeah. There's like extreme level of
especially if you're bulking.
Oh,
you won't stop bulking.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know when to stop.
Yeah. So with bulking, you still want to put a calorie limit. You can't just go all out on Dominoes,
Some people
Yeah, no, it's such a bad excuse. But yeah, I've been through that too. That's I'm
for sure,
man. Yeah, no, you're not. You're just
it's great.
You're just greedy. Yeah, you just want to eat so much.
I've seen this the video sa YouTube or whatever, and gusto kong ewan ko nakita mo na to. Gusto kong makita mo.
People were wondering the difference between fat and protein. So do you have a model to show us this?
Oh, absolutely. It's one of my favorites. So we have this representation here, and it's really interesting because people will come to me and say, I don't want to get too big.
Yeah.
And we have 5 pounds of muscle.
Do you want me to finish this?
Yeah, if you want, yeah.
Here, and then we have 5 pounds of fat right here, and you can see the size difference. So women in particular are very afraid of getting bulky, and I have to show them this, and they can't believe how much smaller they're going to get if they actually lose 5 pounds of this and put on 5 pounds of that. Now, why is this important? Because muscle is an active tissue, and it burns calories even at rest. So it's really important that you get rid of fat, which does nothing for us, as you know, and we add...
Fat does something. Fat is important to insulation, hormone regulation, and absorbment of vitamins. Yeah. So you can't have to... That's why I wasn't functioning at 6% body fat. No.
Muscle, which is then going to help us in every aspect of our life.
So you're saying having the muscle actually helps, like, feed the fire, help you have the metabolism.
Absolutely, right? 100%. It is active, and for every pound of muscle that you have, you increase your metabolic rate by 50 calories a day. So if you add 5 pounds of muscle, you are burning 250 calories more every day, which adds up.
What do you think?
That was, I told you earlier, that was one of my reasons on wanting to go gym, just so I could eat more. Yeah. The metabolic rate is increased.
It's increased.
It's a lot denser than fat, and the main misconception here, I see them a lot, like even Filipinos coming up to me if they, if they're new in the gym. I just don't want to get too big.
Yeah, they
Don't worry, bro. Don't worry. Don't worry about
take
that.
years.
It's
Yeah.
so dense. Like muscles are so dense. If you see me now, I'm like around 72 kg now. Then my 72 kg before I started gym was way different. Yeah, way different. I'll probably
I have
need
to see
like
that.
one
I
and a
have
half
to
of
see-
this
Yeah, jeez.
of this couch.
Yeah.
Clothes fit
Yeah.
a lot better. You know, like aesthetically, side of it, the aesthetic side of it is there. You
Yeah.
know, but also the fact that it's already a win. The fact that you can eat way more than usual.
Sure.
Pero I think the most important factor that most people should know is that it takes a long time to build muscles. It does, but it's worth it.
Right.
Especially if you're natural, because if you're a natural athlete, you get to keep a lot of your muscles, man. It's yours, you know, because if you're not, they look amazing. They do, you know. But once they get off their compounds or whatever else, whatever substances they take, they also lose that muscle.
Yeah.
Their testosterone dropped.
Yeah.
It's like a borrowed time. It's like borrowed muscle, you know.
Yeah.
So doing it naturally, for as long as you can, decreases heart issues, diabetes. Increases your immortality rate too. You know,
That's good to know.
there's so many papers, man, talking about how people with more muscles, growing old, and these people are still doing their, you know, not needing a wheelchair, still doing their gardening at age 70, 80, 90. Because they built they built their foundation. They have muscles. Now they can just maintain as much as they can at that age. Obviously, it will gradually drop your amount of muscles as you age. But the fact that you can be independent when you're older and not need some sort of mobility assistance or someone with you at
You're
all
already
times. Yeah. And physiologically speaking, yung mortality rate, it drops from stress or loneliness, which loneliness can come from kung di ka makakapunta sa friend mo pag 80 ka na. Kasi, you know, it's such a hike. You can't drive anymore, right? Or you can't walk just because, you know, your body fails you.
Yeah. Marami ka na rin na nabanggit na magandang benefits ng bodybuilding na iniisip nila, like lahat masama or whatever. So, magpunta sa nutrition mo. What do you do? Like, do you take more fast protein or carbs or ano?
So, I don't track my calories now, but when I did, your protein has to be around 1.5 to 2 grams of protein per 1 kilogram of body weight.
Okay.
So, so let's say you're around 70 kg. Optimal protein for you would probably be around 160 to 180 grams of protein. Even 200, but this is what is found to be the most kind of effective in terms of muscle growth.
Okay.
So 1.5 to 2 grams of protein per body weight. Carbs, you need that. You need carbs. We use carbs all the time, especially when we do short burst lifting. We go to the gym. It's an easy fuel access for our body, for our muscles. Most people would have the carbs an hour before their workout, and then just, you know, their meal before the
It's like
workout,
energy
their
for
protein, get that energy.
Energy, yeah.
And man, you will notice a difference if your diet is good or bad on a day, you know.
Okay.
In terms of your performance. Fat is important. I think fat is around 20% of
Okay.
the whole diet, but you get that easily
Hmm.
from the meat that you eat anyway.
Yeah.
You know, whatever
So
meat
healthy
that you
fats.
eat. Yeah.
Which is great.
When you're increasing your weight,
Mhm.
they tend to go for higher carbohydrates.
Okay.
So carbohydrates keeps going up and going up.
Okay.
Say when you're bulking, if you want to do it properly, calories should go up around 100 to 200 calories with the increase of carbohydrates.
Mhm.
And you do that maybe every 2 weeks or so.
Yeah.
And if you're cutting the carbohydrates, it's cut. Protein stays the same most of the time. But there was a stage in my prep, I think, where I just had to be decarbed. I don't know if that's a term, but my coach at the time put me on very low carbs for 2 weeks, and quite high fat. So
Okay.
my fat was quite high.
How did it affect you?
Oh my god! So there's a transition period.
Mhm.
You've heard about like those what is that? Ketonic diet, where
Okay.
it's mostly just fat.
Keto diet or
Mhm.
ketosis or whatever. Yeah.
Which is fine. But if you come from carbs, your body's so used of using carbs as fuel, and then you suddenly cut that, right? Pero so your body's now looking, oh, where's my carbs at?
Yeah.
So there's a transition period so I had to be on this diet for 2 weeks. I think the first 2-3 days was horrible, man.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
You will
Couldn't
get
function as much.
migraine.
Really low energy. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then my body went through it, and finally it realized, oh, well, you're pumping fat now.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be using fat. So my fat was higher, yeah. By the end of that 2 weeks, I was feeling okay.
Mhm. You feel much stronger.
Much stronger. Yeah, not much stronger, but better.
than the where you started.
It's better than what I started.
Yeah.
This was, and then 1 week out, he pumped me on carbohydrates. So he depleted me of carbohydrates
Yeah.
for 2 weeks. I don't know if you know, but carbohydrates so important in muscle definition.
Yeah.
And so you're depleted. You look so flat. You don't have like glycogen storage are all depleted on your muscles. You just look very flat.
Yeah.
Right. So you're just on fat, and after that 2 weeks, you pump yourself carbohydrates. You feel like a Superman. Jesus. I don't think only a few people would experience that. When you're lean and you deplete the carbohydrates out of you. I was on 50 grams of carbohydrate, which is like one banana, bro, in a day.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, in a day. Yeah. One banana. I can't even have a big banana.
Oh god.
So,
So-
then, so body using fat, and then after the 2 weeks, carbohydrates.
God.
Oh my god, crazy feeling.
Yeah.
Crazy feeling. So addicting. And then once you put your carbohydrates again, your body, they really take advantage of every grams of carbohydrates, because now it's back, you know.
Yeah.
Kasi dati the supply was so much
And
that
now-
hindi siya efficient. Yung body mo hindi efficient in how it uses carbohydrates. Now it's finally back, and it's like every grams of it, you can feel it in your veins, every muscle.
it's flowing.
Oh my! You literally feel your veins, the blood in your veins pumping
Pumping,
so
yeah.
fast. It's
You're so happy.
it's crazy. It's
It's
crazy.
different feeling.
It's a different feeling,
Yeah.
and that was like 1 week before the show that you get carved up again.
Yeah. Does he do that to all his clients? Or
I think so. Yeah.
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 So body
Yeah.
shock, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Yeah.
pump the muscle again.
Then maintain that quite low, and then close to the show. You carve up a little bit more again, and on the stage, and then
It
yeah.
worked.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it works. Yeah.
You got turds. So
Yeah. On the
Just
stage.
right.
Yeah, on the stage you'll be eating crisp or jellies. Any
Yeah.
easy kind of carbohydrate.
quick energy,
Yeah. Because you only need to look good for that
Yeah.
15 minutes, 20 minutes
Yeah,
of
yeah.
comparison with other
not
people.
gonna-
Yeah, it's crazy.
Did he mention that before or just
Yeah, when you go through a prep, they give you a full timeline of what you'd be
Okay.
expecting. This is when we gain,
yeah?
you're bulking, and then this is when we start cutting.
Mhm.
And when we start cutting, I'm gonna do a carb deload on you at this week for 2 weeks. I'm gonna pump you back
So
with
you
carbs
do-
again, and then a few days before that, I'm gonna limit your water intake,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're gonna keep an eye out for salt intake.
Yeah.
Because salt can also
Retain.
either retain water
Yeah.
or not retain the water, which is important. You don't want to look
Two things.
too much water in you.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. So you see this whole timeline when you go on a prep with a good coach.
That's-
So you know what to expect. You're
Yeah.
there mentally, but you think you're ready.
yeah, no, you're not. So and then you will do it again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Hands are the most challenging thing that I've ever done in my life. A lot of people quit on it.
Yeah.
And just knowing that you stuck up to such hard schedule routine.
Yeah.
Man, that just goes to show. Never in a million years I thought I'd go through such a hard kind of challenge. Never. And this just goes to show how human can be so resilient. And you know,
you really
you
want
could
it.
have this much spirit and will.
Yeah.
This when you show all these athletes, you know. I don't know if you ever heard about the Red Bull athlete last month who skied down from Mount Everest for the first time.
Ski down.
Yeah, he skied down without an oxygen.
That's crazy.
So the oxygen at that point is like so low. He starts hallucinating.
Daredevil.
No.
Yeah.
But like that just goes to show humans are resilient
Yeah.
and you know,
If you
with the
want to-
willpower you
Yeah.
probably do a lot of things.
It's just
But you gotta like the background noise has to be
shut off.
eliminated.
Yeah.
That's why you only stick with a couple of friends, your coach,
Yeah.
whoever adds value to your goal.
Yeah, exactly. So how do you stay motivated?
There's not much motivation. I'm in this for 8 years, bro, and I just like it. It's just the passion. I think motivation is important. Maybe at the start of it, you know, having whatever reasons that you have in doing things. But once you get that, it's just the momentum. My momentum is still going from 8 years in a row. So even when I go on holidays, we just have to find a gym nearby. Not one extreme. Let's say I was in. Yeah, let's say I gotta get your 1.5 hour workout, and then you know, enjoy the city after that. But it's just a lifestyle at this point. Motivation, it comes and goes. I still get a really good workout from motivation, but momentum way surpasses that. Yeah. When you have that momentum, you have the consistency, and you're way more disciplined. You don't look for, because what if you're not motivated during that, bro? If I didn't go on the days that I wasn't motivated, you know, I wouldn't be the person I am now. I wouldn't place third. I wouldn't have the character that I worked for now. And that's what separates, you know, good people, good athletes or bodybuilders or whatever venture you're into, when you do the things that you don't really like doing, but you still do it.
More consistency, discipline is much better than motivation.
Oh yeah. Progress is better than perfection, man. You know, don't strive for perfection as much. You're where, like, if it makes you anxious going into the gym, maybe just go 30 minutes. Walk in there.
Yeah.
Walk on the treadmill.
Yeah.
Nobody really cares, man. Walk on the treadmill for 20-30 minutes
Yeah.
for like that first few days,
Yeah.
and once you're more comfortable, explore more.
Yeah.
You know,
You don't
but
have to
we have
be-
such we live in such a time now that you can do your research. You don't even need to hire anyone, man.
Yeah.
No, you can search up your own training program. But I was reading something there about what are the factors that prevents people from going to the gym. So the barrier entry.
Okay.
So barrier entry is your environment and how easy it is for you to get to the gym. If you're tired and you have to drive for 1 hour, man, you probably won't go unless you go straight from work to the gym. So a barrier of entry is how hard it is for someone to get there. This is why I wanted the Tala Hospital job.
It's closer.
Walking distance.
Yeah.
That's why I'm consistent. You know, I
And
have
how
no
far is your
excuse.
gym?
A 5 minute. So it's in between the hospital and home. Yeah. So it's literally in between. My hospital 10-minute walk. That's why I wanted the job so badly. Yeah. Along with like, you know, helping others, being in the healthcare industry, HSE, you know. But to be honest, man, it's the fact that it's so close.
Lucky you.
So yeah.
Oh. What is your word of encouragement to other people? Like who wants to start bodybuilding or anything. Just in life. Like, anong ma-advise mo sa kanila?
Man, look for an inspiration. Really look for an inspiration. Not all of us are lucky to have that from the get-go, from our family or friends. If not, internet is there for you. Use that. You know, that's one of the advantage of the internet. Look for someone that you aspire to be, right? Then set up a timeline for yourself, but be realistic. Don't be focused on the perfection. Some people, if they mess some things up, they probably would be like, oh God, I don't think I'm gonna be going. I'll be going less now, you know, because it's already messed up anyway. No, progress has to be there. You have to really, really, really enjoy the journey, man, rather than the result. People say that a lot, but I don't know if people really understand how important that is. It's so easy to quit on things that you don't enjoy when it gets hard, right? So, whereas if you enjoy the things that you do and it gets hard, there's a higher chance of you sticking with it. Diba? Mas madaling mag-quit pag hindi mo siya gusto. So, I don't know how you want to do that. I don't know. Maybe you want to chase the pump. Maybe you want to chase the weights. Maybe you want to chase the sweat. Or just the alone time that it gives you on whatever you do, you know? Put your music on, play basketball, tennis, whatever it is. You have to chase something there that would somehow give you joy. You basically have to fall in love with the process. Result will come. Without the result, I'll still be going to the gym, bro. It just comes naturally, and this way you can walk further. You can surpass whatever result that you put there in the first place, because you just love doing it now. You know, it's just a part of you now. So yeah, I had that maybe 1 year, 6 months to 1 year to really change my mindset from, you know, result is good, you know, seeing new veins pop, seeing new definition, hitting a new body weight, or hitting a new PR in the gym. It's good. But bro, you just have to like it. And but like, don't get me wrong, there will be days where you absolutely hate
Oh
it,
yeah,
man.
definitely.
Don't
You're
get
down.
me wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you're still there.
yeah.
You're still
You'll be
there.
like, you don't want to go, but you.
There's so
still
many
go.
excuses.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
There will be so many excuses, especially if you look for it. Oh, I have a little bit of a cold. Oh, I only slept 5 hours instead of 7 hours last night. Oh,
So many.
you know, but there were also many days that I went thinking that I'd be so tired and have such an amazing workout. It's weird.
Yeah, I know.
It's actually weird, man. It's weird. And there are days like, you know, you feel good and then your workout is just average. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what happens during that time on your travel from home to wherever you're going, but something sparks and then, you just have like the best performance of your life.
I thought, random question na to. Would you work out with a partner or just you?
Oh my God, this is a bait.
Yeah.
People,
Have people
Friends are like this sometimes. that
Yeah.
They won't go if you're not going,
Yeah.
you know. So from my experience, the first year, I had I had the gym partner. We were going all the time. We were learning from each other. We're bouncing off each other's energy. If I'm low in energy, he'll be high, and then I'll bounce off his energy, and then we'll have both. You know, both of us will have a good workout. Yeah. But man, I'm such an introvert too. So when I do get that time on my own, oh man, it's a bliss.
It's different.
It's a bliss.
Yeah.
You're just so at peace. Now he's moved away.
Okay.
He has his he goes to a different gym now. I don't really see him as much. I really much prefer going on my own.
Okay.
But also with my girlfriend that I'm introducing her to the gym,
Okay.
I don't mind going with her once or twice, you know.
Yeah.
In a week or in 2 weeks. But yeah.
Not
I'm like you,
consistently.
man. I'm like you. I'm just yeah.
It's different.
it's-
It's different feeling when you're like, you're working out, your headphones on, music is blasting.
Oh yeah. I
You're-
mean, you're just at peace, aren't you? Yeah.
You're getting the workout done quicker.
I think
as well.
really differs based on individual and how social they are and how it can go both ways. Sometimes
Yeah.
I'd have really good workout with my friend,
Yeah.
really pushing me,
definitely. Yeah.
really pushing me there, you know, and but sometimes we'd have workouts where we're just like we just want to talk and chill, you know.
Especially you want to chill out and hang out with that person.
I think having both is important. Balance is important
balance,
in things like this, you know. Spending time with them and talking to them while working out, but also
Catching up.
But also if you feel like you're the type to not do that as much, man, do your own way.
Yeah.
Do your own way. I love work, man. Yeah, just with your own headset on for 2.5 hours in there. Oh god,
It's different.
yeah, it's a different feeling.
Apart from slamming the weights down.
Yeah.
Because you mentioned playing games.
Yeah, video games. I do that less now. A lot
do you?
less. Yeah.
So
A lot less. I seem to be finding most of my time would be spent on either work, gym. I only finished my masters, so
congratulations for that.
this is the last 2 months were the times where I can actually look for a new hobby, you know,
yeah, okay.
or
You have more
or
time.
spend more time with my boy. You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I really opt out with the boy. Yeah. But clothing brand.
that's
We
your
spend a
another-
lot of time
yeah.
on that. Just
Jeez.
getting people to be aware of us and friends and people in the gym really supportive. We do a lot of that, practicing photo shoots and so on. But if I did really have time, man, there's so many things that interest me.
Mhm.
There's so many things that interest me. I want to get into. I don't know if this goes back to gaming, but I want to get into driving simulator,
Okay.
the racing
Yeah.
driving simulator.
Like you're gonna buy a
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. So
Very
that takes
expensive.
time. That takes
Yeah.
money. That takes right. I want to get back into my Warhammer collection.
Okay.
So, you know the Warhammer figurine?
Yeah. The small ones.
I used to paint them,
Oh,
assemble them, and just so satisfying too,
Yeah.
doing that.
that's your.
A small figurines like
Yeah,
this
yeah.
will take like
Yeah.
4 or 5 hours to paint. Yeah.
Jeez.
I want to get back into that. It also want to explore other part of fitness,
Mm-hmm.
not just bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Um,
Because bodybuilding is your lifestyle now.
it is, yeah,
It's part of you.
yeah,
You
yeah,
can take that out now.
yeah. But also, yeah, I want to like broaden my horizon.
Yeah.
Also, coaching,
Fitness coaching.
fitness coaching,
Why not?
but mostly fitness coaching with your regular kind of your diet, your training program,
Mhm.
your everything that you have to do in the gym and outside of the gym, but also kind of a mindset too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's important for coach to have that tools, to be with their athletes, not just physically but also mentally.
Yeah.
You know, put them in the right mindset, do it for the right reasons.
Mhm.
And recently, I've been thinking about community service for youth.
Okay.
I've been thinking about that for a while, like a couple of months now since I finished my masters. There are so many young men, young boys that are
Lost.
so misguided
Yeah.
and lost, and that was me. There's a lot of people out
So you
there,
can relate.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they're just yearning
Mm.
for that, male figure,
Yeah.
for that one person that will set them in that right
Mm.
path.
Would you do it here or back home?
I'll probably do it here,
Do
man.
it here.
There's so many opportunities here.
Yeah.
If I can get to do that full time, that'll be perfect.
Mm.
Or even just volunteer.
Yeah.
I was talking to someone about that, and they said that doing something voluntarily is just a different experience.
Mm.
Knowing that you don't get paid and you're doing this out
Yeah.
of the
It's more rewarding.
yeah,
Yeah.
out of the goodness of your own
Yeah.
heart. Yeah.
You don't expect anything in return, but like
Mm.
you're putting your time and effort.
100%.
Right.
So yeah, youth,
Yeah.
kind of a community service.
Mm.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I feel like we need more people to act as a role model.
Yeah.
With so much things happening now in the world,
No, yeah. Good
so
and
much
bad.
hatred spreading,
Yeah.
division. You
Mm.
know,
It's just exhausting.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, ano ang next kay Eman?
So, I think I'm gonna compete again this year. The reason behind it has changed. From then, it used to be proving to others that I can do it. Proving to others that that I'm not just this, person, or even being so deprived and coming here from the Philippines with a different culture and background. I just never felt like I truly belonged. So I just wanted to kind of let the world know that I'm taking my place in the world. That was the motivation. Then that completely changed now. The mindset from it now, it's like it's good and all to have that, to try and prove people wrong, but it's not sustainable. You're running on negative energy. You're running on like, if only this guy said I can't do it, I'm gonna do it. It's good for the first few times, But man, you're running on like negative energy, and that shouldn't be the reason why you're doing something difficult. If anything, it should be to prove it for yourself and act as an inspiration for the young ones. And also, my boy seeing this, and then seeing this when he's older, you can easily tell your kids, oh, you can be whatever you want if you put your mind into it. So you know what would make more impact if you actually have done it, and they can see this. They can see this with your medals, trophy. That is my motivation right now, and so I'm working on that. Yeah, before I put myself in that situation, because I want to set up a strong foundation. Na ano ang rason ko bakit ko gagawin yun. The foundation has to be really strong because I know the journey will be really tough. So you need to have a strong foundation para hindi ka mag-quit or...
Last question. If you can go back to your younger self, what would you say?
Oh, God. That gets me a little bit emotional, man.
Cry.
Yeah. Hang on there, man. Hang on. You don't know what the future lies ahead. And you don't know what you're going through now. You don't know who you'll become in the future. And just a big hug to this young kid who goes to his own GP appointment for his asthma, and who wakes up so early to iron his own clothes at like age 7, 8, 9. Yeah, just hang on there, because things like this, you don't know when you're young and when you're going through it. You don't know that this is the turning point. There's a couple of responses to this. You either break down, or you use this experience as fuel, and then yeah, you don't really realize that when you're a kid, when you're going through it. Most people, even this is one of the reasons why maybe community work would be so rewarding for me. And I think that message can be applied to everyone. The young ones that are going through so much right now. Things can be so overwhelming, but man, you have no idea how strong you can be. You get to set your own standard, and you get to set your own there's no such thing as potential. Yeah. So for all of you listener, keep at it. Keep doing you. Don't give up. And you just don't know how much impact you'll have for the rest of the world if you just keep doing you. Find your own thing, your own passion. Chase it. And block off all the background noise.